We love horror movies, man. Horror movies are our life. You know, there's some horror goons.
I'm Zano the Vigi.
Your boy ATX and Space Viking. Trying to figure shit out. This changed my life forever.
Yes. Good.
Welcome to G.U.T.S podcast. This is Zano the Vigi.
It's your boy Space Viking.
Low key as
It's
me.
going down episode 6. Man, it's 6 episodes in. We got a live ass show for y'all tonight. Man, we did a man. I'm just excited about this show. We did a dope ass interview with up and coming, funny motherfucker, man.
Shit, I wouldn't even call him up and coming. This
No,
motherfucker's here, bro.
Yeah, no shit. Fuck that. You right. No fuck up and coming motherfucker is live at action. From selling badass merchandise to like lighting up the fucking internet, start on YouTube, out on Instagram. The talented, funny, multi-talented Jeff Shellys, man. Like to shout out that brother, man.
Shout out to Jeff Shellys, man.
Man, we went to the badass show he did the other day, man. And another thing too, man, support the locals, man. If you're in Houston, man, you see somebody doing some shit positive, man, go ahead and get behind it, man. It don't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Give it a listen, man.
What I realize when it comes to things like this, bro, is like people are. I understand. Like here's a good model. My friend Jade told me like 2 years ago, right? If you want to be supported, right, you should have all your posts should be. You should have one post for you, 4 posts for someone else.
Hey,
1 post for you, 4 posts for someone else. Because that brings camaraderie around things. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People need love too. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers need you. If you putting out work out there and you want people to support you, man, it's a give and take thing. It's a give and take thing.
No shit,
so that's a good practice that I urge everybody to do. Is if you're a creator, a curator, an artist, a musician, a comedian, anything like that. Make a conscious effort to show love to people, not just to anybody, not just to your homeboys, motherfuckers that's putting good work out there. And this dude Jeff Shellys is the motherfucking truth. He's really doing it good, man.
Man, he's doing it dope. He had a dope show, and he
show.
Brought on other different artists, other different comedians, man, from Houston. It was like a camaraderie of love, a camaraderie of talented motherfucking people, man. Like it was. Man, I laughed all the way through the show, man. From the MC, man, to who he had MC Lotto on there.
Shout out to MC Lotto.
MC Lotto was on there. The other guy, Mark, I want to say his name, Mark Bowers, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's a lit ass show, man, to where I couldn't get enough of it.
And he set it up perfectly to where the build up, everything from the host carrying the show through. And they went from, the energy levels just kept building and building and building and building. And when you do that, you got to be ready to deliver at the end because you got a big old wave behind you, and you got to be the one to be ready to crash into the beach. And he really did. I was worried because I'm a huge stand-up fan, and I wasn't too familiar with the dude before. When y'all told me about him at first, I was like, who? What? And I checked out his Instagram videos and laughed my fucking ass off. And he was really, really good. So what I was worried is he was an Instagram guy that got big off Instagram that started doing comedy, right? But that's not the case at all. He was a stand-up comedian that just so happened to pop on Instagram also. And his stand-up show was
dope ass like characters. Like what we talking about? You got the Uncle Jimmy. Yeah. He got the pastor. Yeah. He got he did what else the Uncle Jimmy pastor I love it, man. He got this guy
rapper counterfeit. It was like a fake ass rapper.
Man, I
like all his the football players and basketball players.
Yeah, he imitate DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, he imitates James Harden. If you like I told one in front of him, if you live in Houston, you've seen his videos because he's always doing videos that if you live in the city, it's like the here and now.
Yeah, I didn't even think he got a Southside competition going on right now, which is dope. So if you link onto his page on Instagram, you can get into that. ATX, I'm thinking, man, how's your Southside dance?
Shit, I can
still got it.
Not only do I still have it, my good man, I could fucking Southside all fucking night.
Hey, we might have to answer the challenge. It's $200. We can use that.
Well,
I could get on top of your nigga.
Put on my candy coated purple. Put on my candy coated purple Cortezes and
Southside your ass
Southside it up. As long as the monster drinks are flowing like wine, I'll be in there.
Yeah,
my favorite Jeff Shelley, of course, man, we're whoreheads. Is his clips on Michael Myers, dude. That shit to me as a whorehead, there's nothing funnier than that. And I love what he said, because we do this podcast as whoreheads, but we're also like, this is the urban point of view. You know what I mean? This is not, a couple of guys that, we played Dungeons and Dragons our whole life and never fucked a chick. Like, this is some shit, we my criminal record might be described as dynamic by somebody on the street. But this is, what he said was true as shit. He's like, man, a guy like Michael Myers in the hood would get mopped up real quick, which is so funny because I've always said that, like he's scary and whatever. He knows shortcuts and he'll hack you up. But like in real life in the hood, that dude walking down with a knife, shit, he'll get chopped in half by them choppers, man. Blah, blah, blah. So, sound effects.
Hey,
pull that shit in the Holly Grove is over with.
Yeah, I mean,
you see a mask is over with.
He's not going to be, Michael Myers isn't going to get too far down Scott Street. You know what I'm saying? But still though, it's, we love the Halloween movies. We love slashers. And it was cool that Jeff Shelley,
we just brought Halloween. We brought the entertainment. Because if you look at our bio, we tell you right there, it's horror's first, of course. We do sneakers and entertainment, man. So, and our big thing is to ask in the entertainment, whatever genre you're in.
What's your favorite horror movie?
And everybody likes horror movies.
But you know why I love doing that? And this is always my go-to with anyone I meet on the streets. I say, what's your favorite horror movie? And the reason I do that is because that's how I connect to people.
Yeah.
I can tell everything I need to know about you by what your favorite horror movie is. You know what I mean? I can tell that shit. And then I can also say, I don't like horror movies. I can tell a lot about you right then and there too. I'm like, oh. But, there's always, and then no judgment if you do like them, if you don't, we love them, And to me, I think that the awesome thing about horror is like there's so many different subgenres that can explain to me who you are. There's slashers, creature features, sci-fi horror, psychological thrillers. You got all that shit. Like shit that could really happen, like Hannibal Lecter, and then you got just stupid, crazy shit like Hatchet. That's just, and I can tell a lot about you. For me, because I know all of them, and so I can tell. Like about your personality, it helps me connect with people.
This one we get into is the one that just recently released is Escape Room. Which is a dope ass shit, and we got this other one that we checked out on Shudder this past weekend. Terrified. Subtitles again, and we know we don't too much like to read, but we was reading and translating.
These two motherfuckers are surprising me with these subtitles.
We are translating motherfuckers. You got us fucked up.
Now
they gonna be like, have you read a book? I'm like, yeah, I read Terrified the other night. They be like, damn, you read a book the other night?
That's how you know these motherfuckers love some fucking horror movies, because I love stand-up comedy. But I won't read subtitles when it comes to stand-up comedy. These motherfuckers are getting it.
Yeah, we own it right now.
It's a good movie if you get us to read, because we fucking hate to read, or I fucking hate to read.
And then what the fact is,
reading sucks.
It kept us off our phones, man.
It kept us off the phone factor.
Even in a bright ass movie theater, shit, we would light the movie theater with a phone.
Yeah.
Chat or text, depending on how we feeling.
Yeah, we'll be up in the movie pissing people off.
Oh, and another thing too, man, I gotta give a big shout out before I forget. Big shout out to my nephews and my niece. They all came out with us. A-Leaf Huncho, Elijah, Emaze Will came out with us. Little Manny Man came out with us, and my niece Jalila, Silk Daddy, They came out with us, man, and
Jalila.
and it was dope, man, because we got to have them on the show and got to have them come check it out with us and give us their view. They dug it too, and I love it. They was into it.
Shout out to the nephews, man. That was
Vigilantes.
Me saying Jalila. That was a little inside joke between us because at the movie theater I kept yelling out Jalila's name. And yeah, it was always a good time with the family, man. Watching horror movies. There's nothing better to me. It's like a mini amusement park, thrills, chills for the whole family that you can just walk away and leave. So we all went and saw Escape Room.
Yeah.
So should I just dive into Escape Room?
Dive into this. Oh, hey, one thing about this before you want to dive, do you want to talk about what happened overseas?
So the crazy part about this movie just getting released.
It's getting deep, folks.
Well, we'll do it. I guess we'll explain about the movie first.
Yeah, explain about the movie. Explain about it.
So Escape Room is I think that like escape rooms are like these things that bougie white people like to do now. Is like
finding clues to get out of a goddamn
You go and
room.
get a group of guys and gals together, and you try to solve clues and puzzles to escape the room. And it's apparently like a fun thing to do. I guess like engineers like to do it and shit.
To get trapped in rooms and solve problems and shit.
Yeah,
that sounds like school a little bit.
You get trapped in. So anyways, it's like a fun new way of playing. Like it's kind of like laser tag.
No shit.
You go with your friends. You sign up to play this game. You have to solve puzzles to win the game, right?
I've never been to one. Have you ever been to one?
No, I've never been.
Hell
Hey, you know
no.
what?
I don't do shit
We're
like
getting
that.
late into the show. We're gonna find out why we probably don't never want to go to one. But shit,
Yeah, no,
I say it sounds like school.
Yeah,
Trap your ass in the classroom.
It sounds like fucking school.
Solve problems or you're not leaving.
Someone I know was like, "Hey, have you ever done escape room today?" Me and my friends, I go, "Hell no, man! That sounds like fucking schoolwork, man. I don't want to sit around and fucking any sustained mental tasks. Forget it. I'm out. Okay, that's the only thing I can concentrate on long enough is a horror movie. That's it. That's That's why I was kicked out of 5 schools, player. So anyways,
attention.
the movie is, escape room, these people get chosen to do an escape room. And they all have different reasons for being there.
Yes.
You got your businessman who thinks it's a gift from a client. So he thinks it's kind of a mandatory thing. He's got to go. You got like a nerd, a hot nerd chick in college.
Yeah.
And
She think a professor gave her the box.
Yeah, to like get outside of her box.
Yeah.
Or in her box.
Play with that box.
Get in that box.
She was fucking sexy, man.
Yeah, we wanted to escape her room.
Damn, she was bad, man.
She was
fine. She was a little cutie, man. I like
get in her escape room.
Oh shit, we'll never get out of there.
Yeah. Get her in there, lock the door, and be like, "Hey, have you ever danced with the devil?" Anyways,
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly.
So, hey, yeah.
The hot nerd chick. Who else was in there?
But they didn't,
drunken kid.
But they only showed what the movie got us was so cool. They only showed you like 3 people get their box.
Yeah.
And you was like, then the guy was a kind of store clerk.
The store clerk kid who
got a box.
They all have a past.
Yeah.
And the store clerk kid, like he fucking got in a drunk accident and killed his friend.
Yeah, that's later. Yeah.
Is that a spoiler?
Kind of, sort of.
Email us at cons. So anyways, these 3 characters get a box, and they show up, and there's other characters in the room, and they all have a reason for getting a box,
That was dope.
and they all have a little kind of a past, like some traumatic events, or they did some shady shit, or there's always there's kind of a reason to be there. It's a
reminder every time.
It's very Saw-like.
Yeah,
it's very,
that's what I got the vibe of.
It's not considered a horror movie, I guess. I don't know. I don't care about what people consider what, but. It was a dope. It's very Saw vibe-ish. Yeah. It's there's a reason for y'all being there.
Yeah.
So
they get locked.
Chaos ensues.
Yeah.
They have to escape. So, anyways, this one little nerdy Indian kid.
He loves it.
He loves it because he thinks it's one of the. I've been in 35 escape rooms and I've won them all and la la la. He's like the teacher's pet kind of kid.
He
was excited. Well, so all of a sudden the escape room starts jumping off. Well, shit. This shit's real.
Yeah.
And it's trying to fucking kill him.
Because the girl, it was so funny how everybody like took their parts in it. Because the chick that was studious, she automatic. First of all, the store clerk guy got in the first room. He broke the door. He wanted to go smoke. And he was like, what the fuck? Like, he just broke the handle off, you know what I'm saying? So everybody going off on him. Then he kind of looked down at it. It looks like a thermostat, And here go the school chick. She sees a book with what it was 450 degrees Fahrenheit. She automatically think, oh, that's the code to get us out. Click. She goes, turn it to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. The room starts cooking.
This room starts cooking. Nutsack's getting hot.
It starts cooking. It's like heat. Come on. It's not unbearable heat, but it's hot. And they just was like, okay, let's go talk to this lady who's been saying the same thing over and over and over. Sit down, have a seat, somebody will be with you shortly. They go check her little spot, and they couldn't get in there. Here come the chick again. She finds another little clue and finds a key. It's like she was on it, though. I give it to her. She was really on it. She found a key. They unlock the sliding door. Comes to find out it's a goddamn mannequin or some shit. Dude slams down the phone. Another fire picks up again. It just started getting...
Yeah, the room kept getting hotter and hotter.
The room kept getting hotter.
Every fuck up they did.
Hotter. It was like, oh shit, now it's getting hot to where people sweating and shit.
They figured out quick, hey, look for some clues.
Yeah, look for clues. Everybody started looking for clues. What the little guy took down the fire extinguisher. Yeah. That was plastic.
And then that
shit.
Yeah, and it was that turned on the heat from the top.
Anytime they tried to like do something to escape.
Yeah. The heat turned on.
The heat was turned up.
And it was like it started becoming an oven in that motherfucker. Then it was like really like, let's find clues. And I think the studios girl, she found out again, another clue to where it was the table. It was something about the table. And the water they were drinking.
Oh, yeah.
She had to go fill the waters up. Like, first they was putting their hands on one of them and it raised up like a little vent for them to get out of, which was pretty cool. And he was like, how the hell they gonna get the thing all the way up? Then she did another clue, and they start putting all the water down.
Yeah, so they're solving clues.
Yeah, it's a clue solving shit. It's like I was in there like, man, I would not make it out the first row.
Oh man, hell no.
I'm like, man, I got to do what to get out of what?
So, yeah, can you imagine us in that fucking escape room? Me and you in that escape room.
Oh my god.
Me and you would have been like, hey, nerdy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Solve this shit or we're going to beat your motherfucking ass.
First of all, I wouldn't have been in no place where doors are closing and
we wouldn't even have shown up.
No. They'd have gave me that box. I'm like, I'm good.
Like, what, can I pawn this shit?
Oh, yeah, but that was the bribe thing. It was like you win and you get $10,000.
Oh, yeah. That's why they were there.
That's why a lot of people
if you win, you get 10 racks.
And that's why I didn't understand.
That changes the story.
Yeah.
That changes the story. We apologize. But I didn't understand why.
Pay off the cons.
I didn't understand why to do.
Yeah, we can finally pay cons.
Oh, I would go up to cons and throw that money in their goddamn face. I'd be like, where's your manager? And cash out $10,000 and just throw that shit.
I'd roll up like Nino Brown and be like, cancel that bitch.
Yeah, no shit. With a Jeep and everything.
In broad motherfucking daylight.
Rockabye, baby.
Fuck.
Oh, shit. But what was crazy was, why did the dude that had the job need that shit? That's what I ain't understand about it. He just didn't like to lose.
He didn't like to lose. He went there because he thought it was...
Yeah, but this motherfucker had a job where
he was like a big baller. He was a big baller.
Yeah, man.
He was the corporate dude.
Maybe it was like...
It was a definite ego.
He said it. No, he said he thought it was... He got it from a client, he thought. So we thought it was like mandatory, like you had to go to Schmooze and Blues. I did that thing you sent me. Escaped out of it. And whatever. So
fuck that guy off the rip.
He's kind of a fucking dick off the bat. You know, like they said it in the movie. The drunk kid was like, the drunk kid's got his own flask on him. You know,
he's doing it big, huh?
Yeah, and he works at like the supermarket or some shit, and he's like, this guy's got an American Psycho vibe or whatever. But it was I gave it a loss of limb in our rating system. Should I explain what that means for people who haven't seen or listened to our first episodes when we discuss our rating system, or should they know it by now?
Oh, if they want to know it, they go back to the motherfucking self.
So loss of limb for me. I didn't give it a full decapitation because
of the gore.
We wanted more from the kill scenes.
We wanted gore.
I wanted more out of that.
I wanted to see a couple bodies splatting and
you notice that a lot with new movies.
Yeah. I think what it is,
hold back a lot.
what it is, they're gonna give you.
Well, it was PG-13, wasn't it?
It was PG-13, so they give you enough But you gotta look at it. PG-13, people under 17 could come in and watch it. So if we can get somebody, if you're getting 15 to on up dollars, you're gonna rack up in the movie theater. So they like, let's keep it under PG.
I see you. I see you.
Yeah. It's like, no shit. Because it's like, oh, you gonna feed us, but you're not just gonna give it to us raw, you little sluts.
I gave it. Yeah, we gave it.
A.
Yeah, should we do like a system where I give mine, you give yours, or do we just?
Yeah, it's the same system.
Yeah,
we're on the same.
Because me and you are always on the same page.
Yeah, we're on the same page.
Would you go see it again if you had to do the whole thing all over?
Yeah, I would.
That's why I gave it a loss of limb, not full decapitation, but it's still loss of limb.
Yeah.
They kept us off. Our phone factor was high.
Yeah.
It kept me off my phone.
That's a big deal.
Which is a
That's
fucking
a big
miracle
deal.
out in these streets.
And,
because I got to get on
you know
Facebook
one thing I could say
and check
too?
comments on motherfuckers that I can't
Guess
stand.
what it did do too? We brought illegal treats and we brought illegal treats home.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was interesting.
That's how you know it was good because we weren't stuffing our fat faces with illegal treats.
The house that Jack built. We
Yeah.
brought a bunch of shit.
That's our thing, dude. We don't go to. I'm not. I mean, and if you see us at the movies, I'm just kidding. We're buying your treats.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not paying for that shit, man.
Well,
We go to
that's
the
what
store.
I'm saying is we brought a bunch of shit back home with
illegal treats, baby.
Yeah, man. When you bring it back home, it's like, damn, I didn't sit in there eating, getting bored. It's like I was really watching the movie.
Getting into it.
So it really, because it had you on the edge of your seat, like, oh shit. Because what the anticipation was of it, it was like, who's really plotting on who? Who's gonna take out the other person to be like to win the game?
Yeah.
Are they gonna work together? Because it brings you right into the movie at the ending of the movie, basic sort of deal. I love them type of movies, and then it'd be like, bam, 3 days before, and he's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I saw who made it. Now I know. It's kind of like that deal, but never ending. Them rooms was just changing. The first was the burning room. Then they go from the burning room to this little log cabin, which I would have stayed at. That'd have been the last room I'd have been.
Yeah, no, I would have dog.
I'd have chilled. I'd have been like, ain't nothing booby trapping around here.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to get out this room right here because it was look like comfortable. The heat was on.
I thought the same thing, dog.
Man.
I'm like, so they get up. Yeah, they escape the first death trap.
Yeah.
And then, so they're in the kind of limbo to discover the next one, and they're like quick to go there. Shit, I'd have been set.
Man, I'd have been chill. I saw the books was chilling. There wasn't nothing moving. There wasn't no problems to solve. But it was a key at the door. And they, I got to get out this door.
We got to solve the game.
And it was pretty dope how they got it. Because it was like, it's an 8-letter, what is like an 8-letter word or something. The dude, the store clerk guy, he started looking around. And it was like some reindeer heads on the wall. And that's when his story came up about what happened to him. Because it was the Rudolph song or what it was.
Because me and Elijah were laughing so hard. At that
I'm
scene.
sitting here counting RAIN.
Yeah. But it was the
me and Elijah were laughing at that so hard, bro, because it was like, what was it? What was it? An 8-letter word that they
the 8-letter word. They kept talking about Roosevelt and all kind of shit.
There was deer antlers or whatever all over the wall. And that's when the kid hit him because he had like flashback.
And they was playing a song.
And they were singing Christmas song. He's like hammered with all his high school buddies. And he's like, you'll go down in history.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they crashed and shit. Like, oh shit, okay.
Fucking, yeah. So, we thought that was so funny. They're just like, singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Lane. But anyways, drinking and driving is not cool.
What do you got next? What else did y'all see?
So we saw Terrified on Shudder.
Another subtitle.
So Shudder.
This shit looks dope.
Shout out to Shudder. Shudder has been coming with it with a foreign horror, man. And again, if you can get our asses to read subtitles and stay off our phone and
Big
concentrate,
Big deal.
Huge deal. So Terrified starts out. It's a foreign movie. It's in subtitles. It's somewhere in Central America or Argentina or somewhere like that. So it's not Mexico.
It's Portuguese.
It was deep, rough.
It's Spanish.
It's
Spanish, but I don't know.
El Salvador.
Something like that. They
Colombia.
could be Spain. Who knows? But it definitely wasn't Mexico. So like it starts out. What the fuck happened in this one?
Terrified.
Terrified. Yeah, so the Oh yeah. The dude. So there's a dude who thinks there's a guy and a husband and wife.
He thinks
and she's like tripping. She's like, "You hear that?" He's like, "What?" She's like, "There's something in the pipes or some shit." And he's like, "What?" And then he keeps hearing banging noises.
Yeah, he thinks his neighbor's building.
He thinks it's his punk ass neighbor. So he fucking starts banging on the door. Was his name Marcus or some shit?
Wayne.
He's like, "Pendejo!
Yeah.
It's 5 a.m. Yeah. He's banging on his door. He keeps happening.
Boom.
He goes out to yell at the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Well, then he comes back inside.
His wife is still out in the bed.
Fucking
getting slammed
bloody
from wall
in the
to wall.
bathroom.
Yeah.
Getting
Jesus.
The noises
Christ.
that he heard. The noises that he heard was his wife's head banging on the bathroom
from wall to
and
wall.
And he basically just watches her smash her face into the thing.
Yeah.
He's crying. Then he's locked up in the police station.
For murder.
And it's like, who's going to believe him? Yeah. You know, well, it's these 3 people, and they say, "We believe you." And so
they went to go stay in the house.
You start to see why they believe him.
Yeah.
There's a little phenomena happening on that whole block.
Yeah, that's what made the movie dope.
One of them was a lady and her son, and the son got killed.
He got hit by
that lady
truck.
Was a partner on the police force of this other guy. So the lady was a cop. Her son gets killed by a bus. So all these weird murders happen on this street. So these 3 people, one of them is a famous paranormal investigator. They go in to one of them is going to stay in each house. What is that? We're reading memes and shit. Butthole busted out.
Read the meme. Just keep it going. It's flowing and everything.
Okay, anyways. So they do a paranormal research on
the houses.
One of them is going to be in each house.
Yeah.
So they have to spend the night there to figure out what these paranormal things and try to get this guy off the hook because they believe him. So one of them's in each house and they have to stay overnight. Well, what it is kind of like
they're all in 3 different houses?
Yeah, because
it's all the whole block.
It's stuff coming from every house.
Well, you come to find out, deep from the walls and the pipes in all these houses are like these people creatures, and it's kind of like a zombie thing. Yeah. It's like a zombie.
Because his neighbor's house, it was weird because he couldn't sleep, but he never told his neighbor.
Yeah,
he freaking out, and it's like
they're like demons, but they're not zombies. But they're like, it's weird. It's like they're aliens or something. You know what? But they hide in the pipes and they come into you, and then you're one of the things. And so it's a lot of rock and roll. It's got some jump scares. Yeah. It's good. I gave it a solid. I gave it a loss of limb in our rating system.
It was dope, man. It was real worth it. You look past the subtitles all the way through, and it's just like.
Well, it seemed like from what I've seen of it, the little clips in the trailer, it seems like it's a visual horror.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? They show a lot of gore and a lot of shit like that.
Yeah, that's when the guy comes home.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
dude, it's tons of visuals. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's really dope,
and
man.
it's a good time
because they got the psychological horrors, and then they got the jump out horrors, and then they have the I call that a gutsy slasher. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like the meat is in the visuals of it. There's a lot of makeup and blood splatter. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. The things that I don't even know how to describe them. It's like a zombie corpse mixed with an alien, but it's like a person.
It's a mix of a bunch of shit.
Yeah,
man.
what is it?
Because it's really weird. Like even when they took the lady, when it brought the lady into the wall.
Yeah,
it was like.
Well, so this one guy, he's a the guy Marcus, who's the neighbor. He thinks something weird's happening to him and he can't sleep. So he sets up a video camera. He goes and buys a video camera and sets it up to see. And then he sees this guy in the middle of the night come from out of under his bed and stand over him. Like this big, huge...
That was weird.
Stand over him, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's fucking scary. That's why I liked it so much. You know, to me, if you can scare me or give me the, push my happy button, which is scared the shit out of me, I like it. I love to be scared in scary movies, man. That shit, Makes
That
me not have to
was weird because like
think about the cons
when he filmed it and then the camera dropped. Remember
These
then
guys?
he went to go look at the camera.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Those things.
Oh yeah. He went to go look at the camera.
Yeah.
And then he looked. It was something in his closet, and then he looked at the closet. It wasn't there. He looked back down. Then the dude like comes out the closet. It was some weird shit.
Yeah, it was dope, man. Like, I guess a normal horror podcast would probably say it was directed by so and so, but I don't know any of that shit. I just know it was dope. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Go on,
That's
shut
the
up,
thing
man.
is, what the fuck does a listener care about that shit?
I don't think they
You know what
really
I'm saying?
matter about
Yeah.
that. They just
Is
want to
it
know where
good
can
or
I
is
see
it
it?
not?
Yeah, where can I see it?
Stream it on Shudder.
Should I watch it?
Shudder is available through Amazon Prime. It's like $5 a month.
Yeah.
If you need a code, hit me up. I'll send you my link to it. I'll give you the free code on Amazon.
Oh,
I'll give
hey.
you my email.
If you keep hitting us up, you can come over and watch it on this illegal couch we got here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guts is also an acronym for ladies will get in them guts. That's also an acronym. Wait, I don't think that's what an acronym means. But whatever.
No, whatever.
Yeah.
Acronyms.
Yeah. Fuck knowledge.
So, and now which brings us to, are you done with that one? I think that was a pretty good summation of that one. This brings us to the who's singing it this week.
Shoes of the week. I can't see my feet.
Can't see my feet.
Shoes of the week.
What is it?
Make you go ski.
Hey.
Shoes of the week.
This is Nice Kick Shoes of the Week, brought to you by Zano the Vigi, baby.
Wow.
And we would like to send a special shout out to Active Athlete on Cullen Boulevard, brother.
Shout out to Active Athlete.
We're
Size
looking for
10.
you. Size 12.
Size 14s player.
Don't fuck around.
We don't
Come
fuck
on,
around.
man.
We got
I know
goon
you got
feet
it.
in here.
Don't make me come in there.
I got
bro.
curmudgeon feet.
I was born to do this shit.
So
Sorry.
this pick of the week is the Air Jordan 12.
Oh,
Man, shit. I know you remember this bad motherfucker here.
I remember this and I don't know shit about a shoe.
It's like I say, a new year means a new shoe design for Nike Air Jordan. Nike
Let's
basketball was heading into a different direction with
Let's
foam
go.
sights, shocks, big air bubbles, and shoes.
Go!
What can the Air Jordan
Let's
12
go!
do to compete? Believe it or not, the Air Jordan 12 got started as a woman fashion shoe from the 19th century called Nashaki.
Oh,
That's
Nashaki.
interesting. Michael is a big on fashion, and he knows women have a lot of it. He did not care if you made fun of him wearing a women's wristband or something else feminine. That motherfucker Jordan don't give a damn.
Jordan doesn't give a
He
baker's
probably
fuck.
the reason why they started naming stuff like what they call it. The gender gap was it's male and female co-ed. What's the name of it? Top of your head. Male and female co-ed. Male and female co-ed.
Unisex.
Unisex, baby. There we go. Awesome. So on the Air Jordan 12, there was more than just women's high heel for inspiration. I bet you a lot of y'all didn't know that.
Go again?
I'm going to say it again. The Air Jordan 12, there was more than just a women's high heel for inspiration. But also the Japanese rising sun flag played a big role in making the stitching down the sides resemble sun rays.
Yeah.
If you look past Air Jordan sneakers, you notice the famous 23 logo located somewhere on the model on the Air Jordan 12. Michael wanted a different look his number, so an idea to Michael Jordan had a 23 down the tongue, written like it was 2-3. A lot of good qualities were in the Air Jordan 12. For example, they had a zoom air unit. Also, the first Air Jordan to have a zoom air unit, modified herringbone pattern for improved traction and more improved carbon fiber shank plate. Wow. When the Jordan 12 first released in 1996, they sold for $135. Man, let me say that again. When they released in 1996, they sold for $135.
God, that's
And
half the rent.
5 different colorways were released in 2003. 2 colorways releasing was selling at $135, and a pair of Air Jordan cleats was released. Man, football players was rocking the hell out of them hoes. And a couple of months later, the Air Jordan 12 was packaged and sold, which came to Air Jordan 12 hoodie. Hat was sold for $200 online. 2004 was known for the 4 colorways that came out of the Air Jordan 12. It went for $135. The Air Jordan 12 lows dropped at $115. Hey man, if you don't have a pair, get you a pair.
You still see the hoodies every.
You see the hoodies. One thing about Jordan apparel, and I notice anything Jordan, if you got a pair, you never go out of style.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of a Jordan. It's like you can never be able to look at somebody, oh, you got on some old Jordans. Like, motherfucker, we want to have on old Jordans. Like, the older, the better.
Yeah, Jordan is fucking classic.
Jordan is an icon. And Air Jordan 12s, what's crazy, when you look at it, like, it's a heavy shoe. It's an actual comfortable ass shoe. And you can't forget the flu game Jordans, man. That he played a game when he was sick. And went the fuck off in a playoff game. So
I don't think we'll ever see an icon like that again.
Nah, man. Because right now, every athlete is Jordan. You got 6'10" guys like Durant shooting threes and dribbling and shit. Like, that's, they all get their game from Jordan.
Nobody gives a shit about their shoes.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like nobody's in line.
Shoes.
Man, this dude Jordan haven't touched the court in decades almost. And like, bro, you still in line for the motherfucker.
I don't have a pair of the 12s.
You got to get your pair.
Excuse me, athlete size 14.
Hey, shoe
Look,
kicks.
I got another stupid shoe question. So, Jordan 12s, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean it's the 12th Jordan design to ever come out?
Yeah, that's exactly what it means. So it's like you look at it like they used to give you cards in your shoes, like, and you'd be like so excited to look at the old cards, but it show you like 1 through 12 because it's a 12 shoe that come out. But now if you get a card, think they almost up to like 30. So that lets you know right there.
So is the new Jordan called the Jordan 31?
Whatever Jordan is new, it'll have the Roman numerals.
I think I have the 33s or the 35s that are over there sitting on the corner.
And so
but they're not the same.
It's not the same.
They're not like retro cool.
Yeah, because it's not. It's the first release of them. They just trying to keep you in tune with Jordan. So. But if you don't, man, go get you a pair of Jordan 12s. I know I have the Jordan Master 12s.
Yeah, those.
And I also have the Michigan, the Maize and Blue 12s. Shout out to the Wolverines, baby. Go Blue! But definitely, man, if you can get a chance to get you a pair of them, man, cop them. I think they're coming out with the Chinese 12s this year. So that should be pretty dope, man.
Oh, we never we never talked about at the end of what happened at the escape room.
Revamp, man. But you know what? You want to let them know it's not a spoiler alert. It's actually some real ass shit.
Can you chop that and put it back onto the end of the escape room thing?
So
in real life, real talk, in Europe or somewhere
overseas, it was
overseas. Just on Channel 13 News last night. People were really killed in an escape room, were really burned alive. Yeah.
It was like the first part of the movie that happened, nobody escaped out the damn room, basically. Their ass caught on fire.
Yeah, that was the wild part. Now, after watching that movie, that's like, shit, this really fucking happened in real life. Is there a coincidence? Did someone behind the studio pay someone to murk some kids overseas?
They say ticket sales dropped, so...
Maybe not.
That's
a wild coincidence.
Weird. That is weird.
That's super creepy.
That actually make you kind of like, you're not about to lock me in a room.
That's fucking creepy as shit.
Because if they tell me like they did at the beginning of the movie, they say like, hey, I need your cell phone, I'm good.
That's the thing. I bet they try to bury that story because it'll
ruin the sales, man. But it either ruin or help. Some people like, oh shit, I want to see what happens.
Yeah, we forgot to talk about the crazy shit about... That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That really fucking happened and this movie comes out. That's creepy as fuck to me. That makes me want to rewatch it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Because, with most horror movies and a lot of, especially when it comes to slashers or killer movies and stuff like that, some of that stuff you could realize it can happen, Yeah. A dude can go nuts and kill everybody on his block, or anybody when it comes to killing stuff or shit The Strangers. People could show up at your house and
that was
shit that could be possible. But something so intricate as the escape room. That's hard to fucking imagine that is even possible to be real. Yeah. And of all things to come true, of all things to be real, that one comes real. That's fucking nuts. It was a girl that died, right?
It was
in the strangers.
No, in the fucking
thing. No, it was a real.
Oh yeah, there was a few people.
It was a few people.
Oh really?
Oh, in real life?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like
multiple
4 chicks or something,
Holy
right?
Holy shit!
Yeah, dude. Wow, they got burned alive.
Bro, could you imagine?
Man.
Were you thinking to yourself, "No way, this is real. Wait a minute, this
should really happen."
Just like in the
perfect
movie.
timing of the movie.
Yeah.
But I don't know why that would. To me, that I think that would make sales go up. I don't know why sales dropped. You know, maybe
these people are douches.
Wow, that true.
Yeah. All right.
Well, that was episode 6, man. That was up, man. So reach out. Episode 7 be coming soon.
Yeah.
Got some more dope interviews coming up.
Please like, share, follow us, tell your friends.
If you like what we're doing, share that shit around. If you like what we're wearing, any Guts Podcast apparel, hit us up. You can get it. You too can be like us.
You too can drip sauce.
Yeah, so we've been making dreams come true since about 6 weeks ago. So if y'all want anything we're wearing, we don't post or try to share any pictures of our gear or what we doing. The way we do it is we wear it.
Yeah.
So definitely. If you like what we're doing, if you like what we're wearing, any hoodies or shirts we got all kind of crazy shit. Shoes coming out. Hit us up. You could have some. Send us your size. We'll throw it to you. And you can hit them Venmos or Cash Apps, and we can make this thing happen. So follow the Instagram page. Baby. Follow us on SoundCloud. Follow us on Spotify. I say it again. Follow us on Spotify. I say it again. Follow us on Spotify. Rate and review this shit. It really, really helps. Tell your friends. Thank you so much for listening. And now we give you Jeff Shelley.
Jeff Shelley.
Yeah. Peace.
3, 2, 1.
Hey, what's up, baby?
What's up? Welcome to Gus Podcast.
Gus Podcast, episode number 6. Man, this motherfucker, man.
We're here with the legendary comedian.
Got a special guest for y'all, hoes.
Special guest for y'all, man. You might have seen him on Instagram playing multiple characters such as Uncle Jimmy,
Pastor,
DeAndre Hopkins, James Harden.
And you know, it be fucking your head up, man. We was just tripping the other day when that boy did that James Harden. I'm like, man, that's some real shit, man. I love that shit, man. And man, what's crazy, man, I love to support Houston, man. We all from Houston, so that's the first and foremost. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. It ain't nothing to go copy and paste and record another motherfucker from your city, man. Yeah. I'm saying I don't care what you do. If it's positive, I'm fucking with that shit. This motherfucker was funny from the jump. His whole show was funny. And I'm fucking with that shit. I'm backing that shit. I'm buying $10 tickets and I ain't running out on no motherfucking tabs neither. You know what I'm saying? Eat them chicken tenders and leave and shit. That bullshit. It's all good though. I hope you have diarrhea tonight.
Yeah, you fucking whore.
Hope them hoes
was stupid whore.
Hope them hoes was small, man.
You fucking bitch.
That's some whole shit. Hey, but man, it's all good though, man. But we like to start off, man. It's 2019, man. I think it's our first facial interview, man. We've been doing a lot of phone interviews with a lot of people from out of town, but we was like, this gonna be the year that we start bringing in the locals from the city, man. It's coming up, and brother, you are talented. I dig your show. I came in as a fan. I'm leaving as a bigger fan. Yeah. And it's dope, man. And I appreciate you give us this time.
I appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? So we just want you to get a listeners, because we do a horror podcast, but we do entertainment too.
Yeah.
We just want to give people a listen of.
Yeah, if y'all live in the H-Town area, you've seen this dude's videos and you've laughed your ass off from him. So, Jeff, what part of the city are you from, man?
Southside, Herm Club. With the Madison.
Marlin. He's a Marlin, baby.
Darling, Hobby.
Goddamn, man.
So,
Murder Manor boy, or you a Glen Iron?
I'm a aristocrat boy.
Ooh, I stayed in South Post Oak Village.
You know about the crash, huh?
Yes, sir.
It changed a lot, but you know back then,
it was war.
I grew up in the.
You grew up in.
I caught the '90s. I caught the '90s.
Oh, yeah, you caught the good areas.
I was young in the '90s, so I was probably like 7 or 8. Like when the house burned down, I was talking about. Yeah. I was in the cracks, and then the 2000s on up.
Damn, boy. Oh shit, you get a little affiliated, and I love that shit, man. So it's really you coming from something.
Yeah.
It's not no bullshit with you. So this is raw, and that's what I love about it, man. Your show is raw.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't scared to talk about whatever.
Yeah.
And the best transition you did when you mentioned the thing at Whataburger, then you talked about yourself.
Yeah.
So you let a motherfucker know, like, hey, I'm this man too. You know what I'm saying? That's dope, man. Cause like I say, standing South Post Oak Village in the '80s, shit, it was going down.
I already know.
It was going down.
Were you always?
That's real.
Did you always know comedy was it for you? Were you always the kid making everybody laugh, or did it just kind of stumble and people were like, man, you need to do this, or how did that happen with you?
I mean, I always say, I was the dude that made everybody laugh, but it wasn't no. I'm trying to be funny. I'm just relaxing. And I see stuff and I do it. And, like if the teacher called, like one time the teacher called, it was 6th grade. Teacher called me up to do we had something like a special recess part in math class called Hands On, to where we go up and show everybody how to do this specific problem or anything. So I got up, I like to dance.
Yeah.
So I danced through the whole. And that's the kind of it wasn't no. It was just like
This who you are. Yeah.
And she loved. She was the meanest teacher in the school. She loved it. You know what I mean? So it's like I just been like I be me.
Yeah.
I don't try to be nobody else. I just be me.
You definitely and that's crazy how you say that, because you definitely like brought somebody. Because laughter, man, that's the best shit.
Yeah.
And when I first started watching your videos, I'm like, man, boy, Houston, all the way to the T, man.
Yeah.
And I love that because they got other artists like from their city that rep their city so hard, and you didn't change that.
Yeah.
And that's what made me drawn to it. I'm like, that's really fucking funny, man. Yeah. Like, it's comedy. I love that shit. Like, I could wake up to your videos and jam that shit.
The fucking Michael Myers with the lottery ticket.
over there too.
With the lottery ticket. We're horrorheads. That's our shit.
Yeah.
I figured that was Michael Myers.
I thought that was so smart because everyone was buzzing around the city about the lotto. Are you going to get your tickets?
Yeah.
You're going to get your ticket. Everyone is. I turn on, this motherfucker's like, yo, look at this. We're in the kitchen or some shit. I'm looking at this motherfucker. It's got you and Michael Myers winning the lotto tickets. You said, I got my family on the East Coast. I'm gonna take care. I'm gonna do right by them on God. And I was like, oh shit! Hey, and then you didn't win, and then you're telling Michael Myers, big stupid dumb motherfucker. Those fucking videos, bro.
That shit was
to
hilarious.
me. I think that is so smart and creative and like right on in the now, in the know type of thing. Because if you lived in Houston when that lotto shit, everyone was getting a ticket.
We reposted that on that. Cause we was coming up around Halloween. We reposted your video on there. And it was perfect for that time. Yeah. And I'm like, damn. And then you mentioned Jamie Lee being his sister, so I said, oh, he watched horror.
Oh, yeah.
I said,
that's what we knew, dude.
I said, man, nobody that don't watch movies wouldn't know that shit.
I know your sister. James, motherfucker Lee.
I said, big, stupid, dumb motherfucker. I said, I bet this motherfucker ain't seen this shit.
Yeah.
That just don't come off.
Halloween, he my favorite.
And that's another thing we always ask people on Gus Podcast. What's your favorite
scary movie? Halloween, huh?
Halloween. I love Halloween. I don't know why I love it, but because it's always simple and basic.
Yeah.
But I just love Michael Myers.
Yeah. It's man, I tell anybody, man, when you from like growing up in the urban area, my boy grew up like same way. You relate to them characters. Yeah. Like it's a motherfucker in your hood. Like
but I ain't gonna lie, Michael Myers come to the hood. It wouldn't. If they make a Michael Myers in the hood like I did, it wouldn't last that long. No. If he do, he'll probably be hanging with a motherfucker like in Virginia. He'll have Michael Myers smoking.
He took up Virginia to the barbershop.
He'll be in the barbershop barbecue.
Everyone at the barbecue, Paul lick on that.
You feel me? He'll be doing all
kinds of stuff. Another thing I kept and I was like, man, I said, man, when we gonna meet Ernest, man? When we gonna meet Ernest? I know. And I knew it. I said, man, watch Ernest pop up on that. But see, you got the genius right now to where you could making your own characters, man. You ain't gotta transit putting on no dresses and doing no dumb shit.
Even though I just did a skit with somebody in the dress.
I know that. I saw that, the text thing.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
that's business.
But no, I'm saying you're doing your own lane. Because it's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I'm saying, like, you don't have to jump on that train to where I got to do this to be known.
You're a creator.
Perfect.
I'm taking my time.
Taking your time, man.
I want to build the right way. I want to build like this. I want to build speaking to people, conversation.
Yeah, man. And that's what we come up in. Like, we like, bro, we piece by piece You know, cause like we gotta go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
On some real shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, we had it doing we gotta go to work. I looked at my $15 bill like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Your boy said something earlier about the bills, about them paying them extensions. We like, man, we on our second episode, we ducking cons right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
go cons some
For
motherfucking
real.
money.
Yeah, I do too.
They gonna take
Yeah, no, there's aren't they some fucking hoes?
Yeah.
They be calling you for like,
Man, they
oh,
call and I know their number. I'm like,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
yeah.
You gonna hunt me down? Come take all this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I know that, bro.
You owe them people.
I owe the motherfucker.
Yo.
So I owe the
You owe
motherfucker.
them.
I went in there
I bet
probably.
if they owed you,
I'll be calling.
be calling. Yeah.
So which Halloween is your favorite one? The original, or did you see the new joint that just came out?
I ain't a new one.
Yeah, we went and
yeah.
saw that like 4 times,
Yeah, yeah.
man.
I think my favorite one is when he was super big. He was super strong.
Oh, the Rob Zombie
Yeah,
one.
Rob Zombie. Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah.
7 foot tall
I
one.
think that's the favorite
Yeah, me too,
Hey,
man.
And then the second one is the one with LL. You know, the
Yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah.
H2O.
Yeah,
That's dope.
that was a great
So-
one. I love those.
So we
movies, man.
looking. I know it's gonna be big in the future for you, man. I know it's blessings, man. Cause like I say, we support you.
Yeah.
And the whole city should get behind. I love the fact MC Lotto said that. Shit,
Yeah.
like, man, everybody get behind and push. And that's what we about, man. Like, he rap, do all kind of stuff. He do all kind of stuff. We like, man, we're gonna push you. You know what I'm saying? So we here to push you too,
Yeah.
man.
And
You
the
know
rest
what
of
I'm
them
saying?
comedians, they up and coming too.
Man, we here to
They
push
dope.
them too. I'm trying to get all plugged in with everybody,
Yeah.
and I love that y'all building a team like that. So I wish people got to see it.
And
in
it's a
person,
lot
man.
of more of them though.
I know.
That's the thing. It's a
And-
lot of
and-
more.
and then-
It was one sitting in the crowd, probably the dopest one. Out
And
of
the
all
one
of
that
us.
they couldn't get
The tall dude, not him. The
Oh.
tall dude.
Oh,
that
yeah.
bald headed, he was sitting over
Yeah.
there
Okay, yeah.
with the
so
loud jacket.
Yeah, yeah.
I see
That's
him
what-
fresh as fuck. Yeah.
Okay.
I see him
That's
everywhere
nice.
on comedy shows.
Man, he the dopest one.
And that's what I was telling them before. Like, their thing is horror movies, and they're introducing me to the horror realm. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know it that much.
Yeah.
One thing I do know, I'm obsessed with stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I love that shit.
I listen to that shit constantly. I go to shows at least once a week.
Yeah.
I run the Thursday at Avant Garden, the comedy show there.
Yeah.
And I was telling them, man, it's such a sweet spot right now in comedy as a whole, because we had the boom in the 80s where people were just getting to know this thing that was stand-up comedy, which is a new thing. Especially in Houston, it was LA, New York, and Houston when the Last Stop was here and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Well, now is this new little thing with the birth of podcasts where people, it's just not a dude on stage. It's and shit like Instagram
Yeah.
and Twitter. It's not just a dude on stage. It's a guy that understands me.
Yeah.
Because I listen to his podcast, so I know his wife just had a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know his kid's doing bad in school,
Yeah.
or I know he just had surgery, shit like that.
Yeah.
The more you get to know somebody, the more you give a shit about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's feeding into this comedy frenzy that I think is awesome, especially in Houston with guys like you, Ali, all kind of people in Houston, man. And I really think, because I'm not gonna lie, I came into this thing kind of skeptical because I didn't know if you did stand up before.
Yeah.
Or just, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, I already know.
Did you get 60,000 followers and then book a comedy show? I didn't know that.
yeah.
And I tell you what, man, seriously impressed.
Yeah.
Fantastic comedian.
Yeah.
You know, and I think everybody in this podcast knows I know comedy, and this dude's got the real deal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Goods, man. I was
innovator.
super impressed, man.
Yeah.
So were you a comedian first? Obviously you were. You've
Yeah.
been doing this a long time. When did you first start in stand-up itself?
October 13th, 2013.
Nice.
Open micing and shit?
At Ruggers.
Yeah.
Ruggers. How you say it? It's in Midtown. It's in Midtown. It's still up. Ruggers. It's a pub. Ruggers pub.
They do an open mic there?
They still do. They've been doing it for I don't know how long. But,
Yeah.
It's a white joint.
Rutgers. They
Oh,
sell
Rutgers.
burgers and shit.
Ruggers.
They
Yeah,
sell
yeah.
burgers
Rutgers.
and shit
They
now.
sell-
Yeah,
yeah,
most definitely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that was my
punk
first
rock
time
joint.
ever doing stand up.
Yeah,
That close like by
I
Wall
signed
and all
up
that
like
shit.
2 weeks before.
Chicken
Then that first week, like 2 days before, I was scared because my people was telling me, man, this you.
Yeah,
I was like, I'm shy. What the hell am I doing stand up? But it was like 2 days before it's like, let's say the day of. I was like, my people were like, man, so what you going on or what? It's like, they ain't send me no email. I ain't going on. You know what I'm saying? And you know, in my heart, you know, when God wants you to do something, he gonna find your way. So I was like, man, you know what? Let me stop being a pussy. Let me check my email. Check my email.
Sure enough.
I was 5th on the list. I was like,
Damn, his own.
I'm a real dude, so I ain't finna just hide. I'm like, bro, I'm 5th on the list. I got it.
Especially when you tell somebody it's real.
Yeah. So we went up there. I didn't suck, but I sucked because I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
That's what's
You know what I'm saying? Then after that, I actually got on the comedy competition. I smashed. Won 2nd place.
Yeah.
Could have won the whole thing if I knew some more material. But then that's when Keisha Hunt seen me. Then I got on at the improv. Sucked.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah. I had the material. I just didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Time I met Eddie B, Blaine the comic, everybody, Ali Sadiq, Bryson Brown. They started giving me the game. They started seeing me. I'm like, he's serious.
Yeah.
Started piecing stuff together. It was on. Ever
Got
since.
that shit.
Because a lot of people don't realize
That's
that
dope.
how terrifying that shit is. Because especially musicians, they're like, oh man, it ain't that hard, but you don't understand that when I got a drummer, I got a guitar player, I got all this noise around me. Especially to a new comedian. Subconsciously, the crowd is going in halfway saying, I bet this motherfucker ain't shit.
Yeah.
I bet he's terrible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So not only do you have to make them laugh, you have to change their opinion in silence, in complete silence, with nobody. It has to be the hardest thing there is in entertainment. There's nothing that comes close. That's why I have so much respect for stand-up comedians. That it really, it seems impossible. You know what I'm saying? Make these motherfuckers laugh for no reason. Not only that, have a one-ended conversation on stage in front of people.
Yeah. Wow, motherfuckers are hooping and hollering on the
side.
side.
You gotta handle them.
You gotta handle
That's crazy. And I be like, come on, bro. I'm trying to tell some material, bro. This is live. This is live. I can fuck up at any time. And people gonna see that.
Yeah. Is he your distraction or can you keep going?
So you gotta focus. So you focus on him.
You lost.
And in the back of your mind, you gotta have where you left off at. Because the crowd waiting, they want to see where you left off at.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, let's see if he can continue.
Let's see if you got it.
Continue. You know what I mean? That's what I learned though. I learned the concentration because I used to go on stage and forget my material. Every time.
And that all comes with time. You gotta act like that's your living room up there. You know?
Man, I used to be like, damn, man. I used to, oh man, my bad. Let me go get off this stage. You know what I'm saying? I used to do that a lot. I used to be like, why am I doing this? Till I step back and say, I ain't gotta study, it's already in my head. That's when I started remembering my material. I stopped thinking about it and just doing it. Because you can't think no more. You're up there, what you thinking about it? It's already in your head. Whatever you want to say is in your head. And the more time you're on stage, you get to thinking, oh shit, I want to say that. Because if y'all notice, at times I would stop and be like, oh, yeah, ooh, oh. You know, I was thinking about like, okay.
Little tags and punchlines. Yeah. And you know them motherfuckers murdered last week.
You feel me? So, man, it just, like you say, it come with time. As far as a young comedian, you just got to put in that time. No internet video can get you live on the stage. No internet. I don't give a damn. You got 1 trillion followers. You will not be good on the stage until you spend time on the stage.
And that's
like
what
it's your baby.
I love that shit. I love because everybody could do the skits.
Anybody can do the video.
It's like it don't. Like I said, man, that's not talent, man. Because I could be picturing you that.
Well,
shit.
it is talent.
But you know what I mean? Like the real talent is when you on there. Can you make me laugh?
That's where you gonna make your money at anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You get followers anyway.
And you can be really you can be really funny, and then people are all looking at you and shit. How do you control the fucking crowd? You got fucking idiots yelling in the corner, you know, and I was just like, man, this guy's yelling in the corner, and I'm, you know, we got the podcast going. I'm like, I want you to do good, you know. This guy's yelling in the corner. I'm just like, my fucking butthole. I'm like, shut up! You know, I want to beat his fucking ass.
It happens though. As long as he wasn't disrespectful, he was really happy. He was like, Now
and you just man, and it looked like a part of the show. And at the end of the show, I was wondering, I wonder if we had him there on purpose because it was so funny how you just. and commanded the fucking crowd, bro. That's amazing, dude.
Yeah. That's what comes into play with a lot of people subconsciously. When you're at a comedy show and you see something like that, it raises the anxiety of the whole crowd.
Yeah.
And it's up to you to make things comfortable. Because the second that it happens, second the guy starts heckling or screaming out and shit like that, everybody's like, oh shit, what are we going to do? Oh shit, what are we going to do? Because you know something's about to happen. Something's about to happen. That motherfucker has to shut up. One way or another.
You got the
but
mic.
once the comedian, puts him at rest in a peaceful way and makes it funny, everybody's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It was great.
We're fine.
That's awesome,
That's
dude.
talent. That's talent.
Now,
man.
when you get a disrespectful motherfucker, sometimes niggas just gotta get out.
Yeah.
You just got, come on, you
gotta go.
Sometimes you really can't handle that.
Yeah.
It's like, I want to fight.
Yeah. That motherfucker Jay, I went to a comedy show the other day with Jay Larson, and he did the genius shit. They had the dude right in the front, heckling, being super disrespectful, the bad kind of heckling. And Jay said, you know what, man, I want to buy you a shot. Go to the bar, fix him a shot. Right when we went to the bar and got a shot, security grabbed him, took him out. Streamlined. Everybody forgot about that dude. By the time he was gone, it was beautiful. They never seen no shit like that.
Sometimes you have to do it.
Yeah.
When you can't control it, that's what you do. Security.
Come get his ass.
Before he make me look bad.
Yeah.
Because they can ruin your whole...
Fuck the whole thing up.
You spend like 10, 20 minutes of what you're supposed to be doing in your material.
Now you wasting other people's money.
And that's the thing. People are here because they're excited to see you. You know what I'm saying? So when did the internet videos start? Like, what did it come as a goof? Did you write out scripts and ideas? Who was your first character and who is your favorite character? I'll tell you who's mine.
Okay, so when I first started, I honestly, I'm a real actor. I did stage plays from the Worthing Theater on down.
Makes
you
sense.
Know what I mean? For a long time.
Makes sense.
That's what's up.
I first started doing the videos is when Instagram first came out. So when I started doing stand up, I was in a little mini movie, and videos started popping. So I got in the videos. We was actually doing videos together. And that's when I started. And then I was just doing random videos. My first character was the cop. My first character was a cop. You know, I used to do YouTube, not the Instagram, the YouTube. It was like a cop. That was my first time I put on some stuff, and you know, really got into it. But my first character that just really got me to this point that I was pastor. No, it wasn't. I did a character called Nigga with the Land. Interviewer, a news anchor. Then after a while I just started doing random videos, and then I stumbled on Pastor. Cause I just did Pastor for one skit. It's like how pastors run out when they get a lot of money from their church members. You know, they run out with the bag in their hand. You know, and then I even actually slide over the car. I rolled over the car with a female. And then the next time, and then I wrote some more stuff to Pastor. Then I asked her, like, what you want me, like, what should I do? Should I roll over the car? I slide over the car. And she told me, you need to slide over the car. That's when I started sliding, and then we did the next Pastor video. And when I did it, I was around him and a whole bunch of people. And they was just watching. And we started doing it. They was like, bro, you should add this. You should say this. You should say this. And then slide over the car.
Yeah.
Was that the one that blew?
Yeah. The first one, the second Pastor video went viral.
Damn.
And that was it.
My
That's
shit
pretty
is,
much it.
anytime you play an NFL player, bro, that shit is some of the funniest shit I've ever.
DeAndre Hopkins, huh?
That shit is ridiculous, bro.
You supposed to be here tonight.
That shit.
No shit, huh? Hey, but now we'll make me fucking be laughing.
When you dress like the man, you had that leopard shit on.
And when the rain, bro, you be in the rain.
I can't be in the rain right now.
I said, man, this motherfucker gonna get sick. Yeah, that boy's in there. I said,
but you know what's crazy? I never got sick though.
No shit.
I never got sick.
And I see people comment like, hey, he gonna get sick. I'm like, man, that shit is hilarious.
I never got sick.
That's crazy.
I never got socks soaking wet, shoes soaking wet. I never got sick.
Hey, I was telling about the video you did with the chick. Talking about when dudes be in the video want to get close to the chick. He talking about fake behind when he was dancing.
Oh,
Get my shoe, man. Get my shoe. I said, man, you already ain't no one.
You know what? You know what? That's how Comedy came up with a song.
No shit.
That's how Comedy
You
came
know
up
what
with a
you
song.
showed. Now that I hear
Fake
the
watch,
song.
fake ring, fake chain.
And I saw the other chick tonight.
Yeah,
the
she
one,
was.
the one when you was in CVS. I think you talking about.
Oh
I want your big dick
It's
ass.
her that was in there.
Oh, that one, dude.
Yeah.
I want to fuck. We sent it to our barber. Our barber.
Our barber, you know, we sent it to her. I like, I don't want to fight. I want to fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's another reason why we fuck with you so heavy is because you watching all the same shit we're watching. We just watched the game. All of a sudden, boom.
Yeah.
There you are on
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
And, it's like
I be waiting for
you're
that shit.
a Houston dude. That's one of the most things I love about you, man. That is, that's like, man, you're from the same place I'm from.
Yeah.
You're watching the same games. You're riding or dying with the Texans like we are, the Rockets. I love that fucking shit, man.
It's the energy,
And
man.
and now like you're probably cool with Hopkins and all because you had to have coordinated that outfit. He told you about that?
Nah,
or-
he didn't tell me. I just seen it, and it was meant for me to do it because I went to Walmart. I went to Burlington's. They had girl stuff, like real girl stuff that I couldn't wear.
Yeah.
Then I got back home to my baby mama's house. I said, let me go look in the closet.
Showing up that motherfucker right there. Straight.
Right there. Yeah, I stopped and looked at it for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like,
Divine intervention in the motherfucking jersey. Ain't that some shit?
That boy came with the
Yeah,
slip. I said,
bro.
man, this boy wild. Hey, man.
Get the fuck out of
I
here,
was dying laughing,
dude!
man.
I couldn't handle it. And then and my favorite character, of course, because he did the Michael Myers thing, the Uncle Jimmy, man. And I know you've got to have some Uncle Jimmys in the family to play that character so well with the shirt down.
That boy said I did heroin.
Bro, white people, we got Uncle Jimmy's too, man, but that's my Uncle Tim.
Yeah,
And like you mentioned in the show, he's on the meth.
Yeah.
And
he's
sorry,
smoking
Uncle Tim, for putting you on blast right
Oh,
now.
yeah. Free side Uncle Tim. You
Shit.
so right.
Sorry, but it's the same. Everyone's got that uncle, man. It's
Yeah.
like, and, with us, he was like, taking us to the bar late at night and, he always would make these potato guns out of PVC pipe. He'd be blowing people's car windshields out and shit in the bar. Woo! I'm like 9 years old, I was like, but that's my Uncle Jimmy, you know what I mean? That's a wild motherfucker.
See, this is the thing though. With Uncle Jimmy is a mixture of my real uncle and my daddy. Though. If you pay attention to how I was acting with my daddy, that's
I figured it was something like that.
Okay.
yeah. My daddy, it's really my daddy though. That man, he off the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He off the chain, man. Like right to this day, he's still off the chain.
Love it,
That's why
man.
I just sit back, cause if we don't talk like that, you know what I mean? I love him, but
Of course.
I gotta keep my distance because he get too comfortable. He think he can do a lot of stuff. Then I'm gonna have to. He little. I can handle him. Whenever your son got you by the throat, and all you can say is, "Baby, get him." Baby, get him. You fucked up.
It's not a good look.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Need to
So I just
rewind
sit.
I love that shit.
Cause we're grown. I can't be doing that to him. I can't do that to him.
Just like he don't want it done to him, you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't want to do it. So I sit back
Keep that
and
distance.
I let him give me all the material.
Yeah.
Nice.
in the world.
Nice.
That's what I was just about to say. He's like a fountain of material.
He just spill it out.
Just
Every
let him
time
go.
he come in high, I
got
just
it.
sit back. I act like I ain't even paying attention. Him and my mom be arguing. I just sit back.
He like, oh yeah.
Man, I know he's not gonna hit her. I'm just gonna sit back and see what they gonna say. What I'm gonna take to the stage
Yeah.
tonight.
Go ahead, give it to me. Yeah, give me this 3
I'm back
minutes.
there. I'm just right.
Oh, yeah, you feeling that
I'm just
shit.
right.
I
That's
love
all.
it, man. I love it, man.
So what's next for you? I mean, do you have any prospects for
sure
an album
movies,
coming
all
out, tour, anything like that?
This year I want to do a comedy album on Apple Music only.
Nice.
Just the sound. I want to drop another album for Counterfeit. I do.
Got
Ain't
to,
nobody
man.
else doing it.
That you
Ain't
got
nobody
to,
else doing
man.
it.
You got to.
Then I'm gonna do my movie.
Shout out to Iffy, man, in the middle of the mall.
Yeah. That's his name.
Iffy, man. Hey, when I saw his video, Iffy, the one that's writing the short sound.
You gotta think about it. Iffy. Like,
I know,
he iffy.
iffy.
Oh, he iffy.
And that boy saw me, I said, man, I can't buy none of this, bro. You counterfeit this video
There's a lot of
stuff.
rappers that go there though.
Hey, bro.
But check this out though. I got the movie coming out, Trouble in the Jones Family. We almost finished filming that.
I'll tell you,
album,
post that.
the comedy album. That's my goals right there.
We here to support, man.
Yeah, that's my
Anything,
goal.
Shout out 2019.
That's my
man.
goal.
You know, like I told you earlier, man, ain't nothing for us to see some shit, repost that shit.
Gotcha. I appreciate y'all.
Where can we catch
what
the
we
movie
do, man.
coming out?
I haven't. It's gonna be at the AMC. I'm gonna
Perfect.
do it big.
I got a $25 card for AMC, baby,
Yeah, so
and
we
we
good.
bring in illegal treats every time we come to the movie, so you know
Yeah,
that.
I need to. I can.
I'm bringing in some ribs.
See, I can do a lot in the movie because I ain't got to be on stage. So I can come in, do an edible, drink, and be fucked up because I'm gonna watch a movie. I ain't gonna be on stage.
Yeah, that's
So,
shit. That's shit,
we
man.
good.
We here to support, bro.
Yeah.
Anytime, man.
It's all
I love
good,
it,
baby.
man.
Thank you so much for
I
doing
appreciate
this.
y'all.
Man, take it. Hey, man, and some real shit, man. Y'all probably listen to it now, man. Man, this man just did a whole fucking show, man, and he sat down with us. So that's love right there, man. So Houston, man, at Jeff Shellys, what they go find you at?
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, YouTube,
Man, he everywhere, man.
everywhere.
And you talk about worth a follow. This is worth a follow, bro. This is worth hours of entertainment.
Yeah.
I mean, all you're doing is looking at ass you ain't never gonna touch.
You feel me?
You might as well get entertained.
Yeah, so when I see y'all in the streets, I'm be like, who is you? I'm be like, who?
Grandma, go follow Jeff Shelley and just mute it, okay?
Hey, you know what? I got a lot of older followers now
Yeah,
because they love genuine stuff.
yeah.
I can curse all day long, but I got some older followers that like.
As long as
I
it's
love
real.
genuine.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's coming from somewhere. It ain't just coming from the sky. It's
And that's the crazy thing is, people say the saturation, right? It's a huge saturation because everybody has a voice, right? I think it's a good thing because with all the saturation, there's a lot of fake, phoned it in luck, right? There's a lot of luck out there. And that luck will last a good 3 weeks, a good 6 months sometimes, right? But with all that luck and all that saturation, it's really, really easy for the genuine, real hard work to shine through. You know what I'm saying? So, and it only takes a second to see it. You know what I'm saying? You can line them up and they pop out. You know what I'm saying? The genuine ones, the ones that really put in the hard work, the people that really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? That I'm not doing this for follows. I'm doing this to eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing this because I think I'm trying to get on a Twitter race with my homie. I'm doing this to pay the fucking light bill. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And man, I'm just super happy for you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Keep doing your
Love
thing,
that shit.
and I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you putting out that good shit.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank
you so much for coming on.
Appreciate you, man.
For real,
Yeah.
for real.
Appreciate you, brother.
For Gus Podcast, I am low key as me.
It's your boy Space Viking.
Zano the Vision, baby.
I need that. I need that.
Oh yeah,
This is what y'all got for me.
I'm
gonna rock this.
You can rock this.
I'm gonna rock this, man. I promise you.
Gang shit.
What size it is?
That's
Medium?
medium. Remember I hit you? Yeah, I got you.
I might
man.
be a dope boy in this video.
Man, what's crazy, man? Our homeboy, man.
Yeah. That's my
We got
boy
a
Jeff
shout out
Shelley.
to.
I got you on the video,
We
man.
got a shout out to that boy Johnny, man.
Support
you
my
hooked us
people,
up.
man.
Yeah, shout out to Tattoo Johnny for the logo, man.
Logo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.